Mr. Fluffernutter. He's just a regular snowshoe hare living in Canada, where it snows in the winter months and grass grows in the summer. In order to survive another year, Mr. Fluffernutter has to make sure he doesn't get eaten by any predators. Survival is really important because there are a lot of animals who would like to snack on Mr. F. So over a long period of time, Mr. F and all the other hares adapted or gained the ability to change their fur color. During the summer and spring months, Mr. F's fur is brown, and in the winter, when it snows, Mr. F sheds his fur, and when it grows back, it turns white. This color-changing ability is pretty handy. That is, until climate change came and messed it all up. You all know about how climate change causes winters to be shorter because of temperatures rising. Well, with a warmer Earth, there are less snowy days, especially in Mr. Fluffernutter's home of Canada. This causes something to happen called color mismatch. And no, this has nothing to do with mismatching your sock colors. Color mismatch is when an animal no longer is the same color as their surroundings. This means that the animal can't camouflage or blend in to where they live. In Mr. Fluffernutter's case, even though climate change has made the snow melt sooner, Mr. F and all of his hare friends still have white fur. One reason why this mismatch happens is because of something called phenotypic plasticity, which basically is like playing with Play-Doh. Some types of Play-Doh are easy to form into different shapes. Other types of Play-Doh, like the older Play-Doh, can be harder to shape because it's not as squishy. Think of a snowshoe hare as the older Play-Doh. Since he's harder to shape, he has a harder time changing his fur color. That's how the hare ends up being white, even though there isn't any snow around. Right now, scientists have found that there are 9 days in the year where the hare's fur doesn't match his surroundings. By the year 2100, scientists think that there will be 39 to 68 days in the year where there's a color mismatch. That's equal to 2 months' worth of Mr. Fluffernutter having white fur when his habitat is brown and green. Think of how helpless this makes him to all the predators. Hares that are more mismatched in color, meaning a different color than their surroundings, have a smaller chance of survival when compared to hares that match their surroundings. If less snowshoe hares are surviving, that means that over a time period, their population, or the number of hares in the area, will start to decrease quickly. That will mean less snowshoe hares, which can affect the number of predators as well. In order to help these animals, like Mr. Fluffernutter, from becoming more vulnerable from this color mismatch, we should focus on making sure these animals have big populations and try to reduce our impact on climate change.